Welcome. Today, we're diving into a fundamental concept in algebra and calculus called composition of functions. We'll be exploring how to handle functions that are nested inside of other functions, often written as f of g of x. Before we combine functions, let's quickly review what a function is. You can think of a function as a special machine. It takes a single input, which we often call x. It performs a specific operation on that input, and then it gives you back exactly one output. This relationship is key. For every one input, you get one and only one output. Function composition is all about creating an assembly line with our function machines. You take the final product, or output, from the first function and feed it directly into the second function as its new input. We start with our initial value, put it through function g, and then whatever comes out goes straight into function f to get our final result. In math, we have a specific way to write this process. The most common notation is f, parentheses, g, parentheses, x, close parentheses. This is read as f of g of x. It tells us to put the function g of x inside of function f. Another way you might see it is with a small open circle, which looks like f composed with g of x. Both of these notations mean the exact same thing. Let's make this concrete with an example. Suppose function f of x equals x plus 3, and function g of x equals 2x. Our goal is to find f of g of 4. The rule is to always work from the inside out. First, we solve the inner part, which is g of 4. Since g of x is 2x, g of 4 is 2 times 4, which gives us 8. Now we take that result, 8, and use it as the input for our outer function, f. Our problem becomes f of 8. Since f of x is x plus 3, f of 8 is 8 plus 3, which equals 11. So f of g of 4 is 11. Here is a diagram showing the path our number took. The initial input, 4, goes into the first function, g of x. That function multiplies it by 2, and its output is 8. That output, 8, then becomes the input for the second function, f of x. That function adds 3, and the final output is 11. Instead of using a specific number, we can also create a new single function that does the job of both. We want to find the general formula for f of g of x. We start with the outer function, f of x, which is x plus 3. Its rule is to take an input and add 3 to it. Now, instead of x, we use the entire g of x function as our input. So we replace the x in x plus 3 with 2x. This gives us f of g of x equals 2x plus 3. This new function represents the entire two-step process. Let's try a slightly harder one. Let f of x equal x squared and g of x equal x minus 1. We want to find the formula for f of g of x again. We start with the outer function, f of x, which tells us to square our input. The input we need to use is the entire g of x function, which is x minus 1. So we replace x in x squared with the quantity x minus 1. This gives us f of g of x equals, in parentheses, x minus 1 squared. When we expand this, we get x squared minus 2x plus 1. A very important question is whether the order of composition matters. Is f of g of x the same as g of f of x? Let's find out. Using the same functions, let's now calculate g of f of x this time. The outer function is g of x, which is x minus 1. The inner function is f of x, or x squared. We take the rule from g, subtract 1 from the input, and use x squared as the input. This gives us x squared minus 1. As you can see, x squared minus 2x plus 1 is not the same as x squared minus 1. The order you compose functions in almost always changes the final result. This might seem abstract, but we use function composition in real life. Imagine you're buying something that's on sale. The first function calculates the 20% discount. Its output is the sale price. The second function takes that sale price as its input and adds a $5 shipping fee. To find the final cost, you are composing the shipping cost function with the discount function. The output of the first action becomes the input for the second. Let's summarize what we've learned. Function composition means putting one function inside another. It's written as f of g of x to solve. You must always evaluate the innermost part first and work your way outward. And finally, remember that the order is critical, as switching the functions will usually give you a different answer. Now it's your turn to test your understanding. Let's say function f of x equals 3x plus 1, and function g of x equals x squared minus 5. Your task is to find the general formula for f of g of x. Feel free to pause here, work out the solution, and then continue whenever you're ready.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.